I knew exactly what my book was about and how I wanted it to look, etc. So if I wasn't going to get what I wanted, I sound like a spoiled kid here, but if I wasn't going to get what I wanted, it wasn't going to go ahead. I'd made that decision.
Yeah, rightly so. Nice.
And so I spoke to a few others. One said to me, for example, yeah, we really like the idea, but we're currently doing a book about typography, and we'd like you to write a chapter for the book. So I declined that as well. No. Then someone else said they were also looking at a book to do about typography, but they'd already had accepted something, but they'd like to advise me. They'd like to advise me on the deal that I get from the publisher. And then I heard from Merrill. Merrill contacted me and said, yeah, we'd love to do it. And I think in many respects, that was down to the creative director, a lady called Nicola Bailey. She was the design director at Merrill. And as soon as she saw it, the simple two colors, the moleskin-like binding, the notebook feel, the simple approach, just trying to make it short and succinct. She just got it straight away. And Merrill offered me a deal. And then 12 years later, it's in 3 languages. It's in its 5th printing. It's currently in its 5th printing. So, yeah, it's done okay.
Oh, I love that, Jim. Nice.
Yeah.
I was just saying to Kristian that I'd listened to you did a podcast with, was it a guy called Brian?
Brian Dowdy,
last year.
Yeah.
That was it, yeah. Who I think was one of your students.
Yeah.
And you was expressing to him exactly that it is like a notebook.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was really interesting because I'd never put 2 and 2 together. Like you just said then, the moleskin sort of cover, like the little bind on it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it is exactly that. And like you said, that's why it's always on people's desks. It is like a tool. Like you pick it up and you go, oh, well, how would Type Matters tell me to handle this?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's something that you can just pick up and grab, and you can open one page, get the answer you need, close it, and use it like that. It's great, Jim.
Yeah. So it kind of proves good Preston thinking, lads.
It's one of the few, like, there's so many books you get over the years, especially as a student, that are led like this to learn from, and there's not many that you read cover to cover, and Type Matters is one of the ones that I did actually read cover to cover, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And go back to regularly because of, again, the way it is structured.
Yeah.
Kind of like with the way Smile in the Mind is for ideas.
Yeah.
Like Type Matters, the book for typography.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I love the comparison, honestly. Thank you.
Do you know?
Yeah.
32.
Yeah.
What about the design of it as well, Jim? Like, where did you get this? Like, 'cause it feels very Swiss, doesn't it? Like,
yeah. Well,
the black and red.
Well, it was everything. I wrote it, designed it, everything. I provided a complete package to Merrill, and then Merrill did the publishing bit with it, and they were great. Honestly, they just got it straight away. They just understood it, what I was trying to do. Because honestly, there are some fantastic books on type. There really are, but they sometimes can be a bit like they're talking to people who already know.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, a lot of Type Matters was in a way kind of based on my experiences as a tutor at Stoke, kind of just trying to convince them that not to be scared of it. Yes, it's laden with jargon. All you have to do is just understand what those terms mean, and you'd be fine. You'd be fine.
Yeah, I do know what you mean. I find the same with like Type Foundries a little bit. When like looking for typography for projects and stuff like that, you'll go on some and like not mention any, just generically speaking, so to say, and you'll click on one and it's just like loads of A to Z's just typed out, and you scroll through and it's hard to see the wood for the trees,
Yeah.
And a Type Foundry called Studio Drama that are doing great things at the minute, working with JKR and stuff like doing amazing work. The way they kind of like show their typography and show the work that they've done is in context with the work that's been done and use the typeface. So it makes it a little bit more kind of like digestible and understand the power of type in its purest form, so to say. I think it is very intimidating. Like even when I'm briefing a typographer to working with typographers now at the minute on a project at Pearl Fisher, and I am really conscious of like the words I'm using. If I'm right, the X height of this, should I be saying the ascender of that? I'm just like, no, that top bar there. Do you know what I mean? Can we just squash that bit there? And obviously a typographer is not going to expect me to start running my mouth and using the complete perfect articulation of these things, but like what you're saying, Jim,
yeah.
Well, yeah.